up, everybody? Thank you for coming back and watching video number 2. Today we're going to be making cheesesteak egg rolls. So the first thing that we're going to do is dice up the veggies. I made a mistake and cut the onions first, so that way I could cut the rest of the veggies while I'm blind and tears were rolling down my eyes. With all that being said, just make sure that the veggies are even shapes, that way they cook at the same time evenly. If you guys would like me to make an onion dicing tutorial, just let me know in the comments below and I can do that for you. It's quick and easy. And to all my chef friends out there, I know it's a bunch of onion left. Mind your business. So, you see I cut the bottom half of the pepper off first. That's so the top half is nice and easy to cut, so I get those nice square pieces that I was talking about earlier. That should be the same size as the onions. Remember, when you're cutting vegetables or anything for that matter, you want to curl those fingers in because you don't want to be nipping your fingertips while you're cutting food. I know they say put your blood, sweat, and tears into your meal, but they don't really mean it. For the mushrooms, those can be a little weird to cut sometimes, so I'm just going to quarter those to get them in nice little chunks to throw in with the other veggies. The next step is going to be to season your meat. For your seasonings, you can use whatever you want to use, that's no problem. For me, I just use like some crushed red pepper, a little bit of cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. That's pretty much it. I typically put some Worcestershire sauce in, but I didn't have any of that on hand, so it's whatever. In my pan, I had a little bit of vegetable oil heating up, making sure it was nice and hot. When you put those veggies in, all you want to hear is kss. You want to hear that sizzle. That way you know your vegetables are going to get nice and caramelized. Once you throw your veggies into the pan, make sure everything's spread out evenly so that way the Maillard reaction happens. What that is, it's a little cooking term for the caramelization, that brown good stuff that's in the pan now. Once the veggies are done caramelizing, then I'm going to go ahead and add the meat to the pan. I use some of that chopped up ribeye stuff that be in the store. You can also use ground beef, I've done that before, or you can use the sliced thin Philly cheesesteak meat that's in the store as well. I've used that too. It always comes out great either way. Once your meat's about ready, you can then taste it and make any adjustments that you want to for your filling. Once the mix is done, then I like to go and add a little bit of cheese to it. That way you make sure you get cheese in every bite. Once I add the cheese to it, then I'm going to go back and stir it. Make sure that everything's all nice and incorporated, ooey gooey goodness. Look at that cheese starting to do its thing. Look at it stretching. This one's going to be good. The next step is going to be to roll that bad boy up. What you want to do is take your egg roll wrapper, lay it out flat, and get some water and put it on the edges. That way it sticks when you roll it up. You want to make sure that you put enough filling in there for it to be stuffed, but not too much to where you can't roll it. When I roll, it's bottoms up, sides in, and then roll it to the top. That way you get you a nice, even little roll. Look at that. Once again, if you're trying to get a little frisky, you can then add a little bit more cheese on the inside of it to make sure that it's nice and cheesy for you. Now, it's time for the last step. I had my oil heating on about medium high, and once it was ready, I gently laid the egg rolls down into the oil. That way it didn't splash up on me and burn me. So, with these egg roll wrappers, they tend to cook very quickly because they're so thin. You want to make sure that you watch them, that you don't overcook them. You don't want them to be all dark and burnt and stuff like that. You want them to be a nice golden brown. Tip with frying foods is, color-wise, you want to take it out a little bit before the color you want it to be because it'll get a little darker as it sits. Now look at these. Golden, brown, and delicious. Then you're done. The last part is just that important cheese stretch. That's it for this video, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Chef Incredible, out.